The 10 Cube collection really is 10 artists that we're collecting over 10 years and a minimum of 10 pieces of work from each of those artists.
Private public galleries are now increasing in number. We liked the idea, we'd seen it overseas and heard about it, but we wanted a point of difference.
We don't want to fall in love with the artist. We want to fall in love with his work. We want to look at the work and love it, and that's what happened when we saw Alasdair's work.
I think that students would gain a lot from looking at his technique, his process, his development, and as this is a philanthropic project, it's very important for art students to be inspired.
There was a point in 2010 when I was designing and making a big body of beaded works. And the process became so intensive that all I wanted to do at night was to draw. It's like the beadwork becomes production more than creating. Because I wasn't thinking of those drawings initially as anything other than kind of a respite from the really meticulous nature of working with the beads, it was as much to kind of entertain myself. The drawing has been informed by biro pens and have used it, like literally probably used like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of biro pens. That's the sort of 40 images in the show. That sort of refers back to the book as well, because there's this kind of inherent narrative that happens when you're working in a sketchbook.
We want to showcase the artist and promote his gallery, and that's why we don't buy from artists direct. We involve the galleries in our process.
People like Ada and Diane and this foundation are very rare. To have that non-commercial extended exposure and that ongoing support of his practice, I mean, it's quite extraordinary, and it's been an absolute joy to work with them.
Being part of the 10 Cubed collection is amazing. It felt like a time capsule, seeing the space for the first time and seeing my work that they had been collecting over the past sort of 2 years leaned up against the wall, ready to be arranged.
Ryder is, I suppose you could call it a collage. He's hand-painted the paper that they're printed on, and then he's made meticulously detailed drawings in sketchbooks, and then he's printed those drawings onto sheets of painted paper. So you're really looking at drawing, painting and printmaking all in one object. And the very, what I call canny pushing of the boundaries that Alasdair always seems to manage. He really fits the bill for the Foundation's charter of looking at artists in depth for a 10-year period.
I had a strict rule: art should not be stored.
Yes,
art has to be either on your walls for your friends to see or in a public space. The concept of a public-private space is not unique, but the concept of our 10 Cubed, we hope, is unique.